fingers crossed this works. I've just had a little bit of a technical issue this morning. And I was just typing into the group. It feels like it's now live. I was talking to myself for a good few minutes. I'm just going to wait because there usually is a little bit of a delay. There's usually about a 1 minute delay. I just want to make sure that you guys can see me. So I'm not talking to myself again. Oh, there it is. Hold on. My lighting is really bad. Let me just fix that. That might be better. Okay. Hi. Hi. I think it's working now. It looks like it is working. Can you all hear me? How's this for a... let me just write, how about now? So for those who don't know, who are watching this later, I'm chatting to the people in the group, just making sure, because there is a 1 minute delay on my video. It looks like it's coming through. Hopefully you all can hear me. I'll just wait a couple of seconds to make sure, so I can get a response from anyone. Okay. I can't see. It's not updating on my... Oh, technical issues, people. It's not... Today is not going well so far. Well, with the live anyway. Let's try this again. Okay, is the chat coming through? Yes, they can see me. Hi! Hi, everyone! Okay. Woo! Okay, I know it's a Tuesday in Australia, but honestly, it feels like a Monday morning. We had... Oh, I'm so glad it's working. I spent 5 minutes talking to myself. Go, Sammy. Go, Sammy. Go, Sammy. Yay! Today was the first day back at school for our little one. So Indy started grade 2 and Lachlan, theoretically, like his school, because he goes to a special school, they don't really have grades, but I guess theoretically he's starting grade 3 or his 3rd year. Lachlan was super excited. I told him this morning, because he gets picked up. They have a very special little bus that comes and picks him up. And I said to him, Lockie, it's school. And he was so excited. He goes, school bus, see Emily, which is the name of his teacher, and he's got the same teacher again this year. And I said, yes, that's right. Anyway, so he got dressed, he had his breakfast, and he waited by the door. So he was super excited. He is so very, very excited to go back to school. Indy, however, was super nervous, so she starts with a new teacher. So for those overseas, we've just come back off I want to say 6 or 7 week break. So in Australia we have the summer holidays off. And yeah, so it was a little bit hard for Indy because she has basically spent a lot of downtime and relaxing in between, because when school starts up, she's got, not only does she have school, but she's got dance, and Lockie has therapies and all that sort of stuff. So it's very much go here during the week. So it's to be honest, I'm struggling to get back into routine myself. It's been a very relaxing school holidays. We decided not to, I mean, we're not the typical family where you can sort of go out a lot, because Lachlan doesn't cope well with all that. But we really just chilled out a lot. We did a couple of bits and pieces here and there, but nothing major. So it was just really nice to sort of kick back, get some work done, and relax. Good morning to everybody who is writing good morning to me. Today is going to be, I know I said that today was going to be a longer one. I lied. Well, I didn't, because I didn't lie, because I thought it would be last week, but next week is going to be the big one. I promise you that. It is going to be huge. You can sort of tell what I have to show in next week's. That's here in the background. I love the screen. I have to admit, I went into the Facebook group and I'm sorry, the name, I can't remember who posted it, but somebody posted saying, Sammy knew there was going to be screenshots, and I had the biggest giggle to myself with you all trying to work out exactly what they were. But I tell you what, I am going to have to be way more careful because thankfully the streaming resolution is a little bit lower, and I can sort of, it's not very clear when you zoom in because you guys are detectives. You are very, very cool. I'm very impressed, and I have to admit it does give me a giggle. It does build up the excitement for myself. Michael and I have been working exceptionally hard on new products this week, and we'll have, the reason why we're holding it back from this week is because we wanted to have all the little bits and pieces in that go with it. So they are, I'm working on them this week with my suppliers. Sorry, I do have a sniffle, I apologize. So I am working on them. They should be here this week, and I can show you it all, how it all works. It's going to be so exciting, guys. I am so I can't show off too much today, but I did add the extras in so that you could get a little bit more excited, give you a little bit of a sneak without actually, and answer some of the questions that were in that group without showing off more than I'm allowed to right now. So, so next week will be a full run through, I believe, because, and I think I can say, the Northern Lights, so that's this guy here and this guy here, should be here this week, which means I can sell them next week. I can't wait to put these up. I cannot wait to share these with you because there is so many ideas, so much new, so much. People who have been in here before know that I have been working, breathe, exactly, Denise. I've been working on these for the past 6 months. There are 2 planners. There are 2 options in both the Northern Lights and the Books and Botanicals. We wanted to give people the option and dip our toes in the Hobonichi size. So that I will be showing in a video because I really want to show out all the features of that as soon as possible. And I've just got a couple of little extra bits and pieces to go in there. And I know that you've been waiting. You have been really patient. So thank you for your patience. What I do want to say is that the digital kits, because I have had a few people asking me about the digital kits, they will be for Northern Lights and Books and Botanicals. I'm hoping to have them up at the same time as a TN so that you can basically theme everything all at once. Sorry, I'm giggling at the, I have my phone down here with all the comments in the chat room, so I'm giggling at that. Now, I do want to have a quick chat because Vineyard, let me just, because I digressed really into the TNs, because the TNs are very much a passion project for me. So I'll get back to that in a second and maybe answer a couple of questions as long as they're not too detailed. I'll answer those in a few seconds. But I do want to chat about Vineyard, and I am going to show, for those who, I know there's a fair few people who were in here last week, but I'm just going to show the video for that again. It's only a quick one, so it's only a couple of minutes. But I really want to just get across the excitement for this kit because I am really excited. It feels very sophisticated. I've snuck a couple of things up on the up on Instagram. I am going to put up the additional sticker kit. I don't know, Michael has to make another cheese platter. Hey, honey. Hi. Do you want to make another cheese platter today? Okay. Like he's going to say no. Because I have to take a photo of the additional sticker kit. So he is very much the wine and cheese person. So I am going to get him to create another cheese platter, and then I can share the additional sticker kit today and a few other more bits and pieces, so you guys can all make your decisions whether or not you want to have the TNs on the brain, have the additional stickers and the additional papers in it. So let me show you what I have. This is the same preview as last week, but it gives me a quick chance just to have a drink at the same time. Okay, so for those who hadn't seen it, that is the majority of the Vineyard kit, which as you can see, it's gorgeous. It's full of maroons and beautiful like greens inspired from like white and red wines, as well as the beautiful woody cheese colours, and the greens are also obviously from the Vineyard. So I really feel like I wanted you to feel like you were literally going on a vineyard tour, which is very much like well, for me, it's very much like just trying to think. The Hunter Valley, the Barossa Valley, because they're two in Australia, Napa in the US, which I really wanted to go to last year but didn't get the chance to. So that is coming. Now, that is shipping middle of next month, so February, which isn't too far away. It's only a couple of weeks away, so between the 15th and the 18th. And yeah, now I don't have too much to chat about today, which I have said. I did want to mention also that let me bring up, this little guy has been uploaded to the website. I've made him into a cute little dashboard, which has it's got a little love quote at the bottom of it. I think I've written on the bottom of it, "You are loved," just as a little reminder to yourself, because I thought that would be really nice to have as a little dash. Now, where you can find that on our website is if you go in the top menu, it's got freebies and you can download it there. So if, oh yes, I did unmute it. So you can download that there once you've logged into your account. As we said, we're not collecting donations. We are recommending that if you want to, you can pick your own, because there's so many places that are taking donations, so that you can donate to them yourself. So this is just a little thank you for those who have donated. Okay, what's next? This is a really simple live today, because I don't have too much to cover. Michael has given me, so he said customer service. Oh, so in terms of customer service, we're getting a few people, or a lot of people, messaging about the discount on the TNs. I have had to, so I think I mentioned this last week, and I'm going to mention it again because it still applies. Our web developer and I, so he has been available this last week and a half. We had to rip out the discounting app that was currently on our website. We have put the new one in. I'm just in the final stages of testing that. Hopefully, because as you can imagine, if a discounting app goes wrong, it could be very, very damaging for us. So we need to make sure that it is tested completely. I've almost finished my testing. It seems to be working correctly. There's the only thing that we can't seem to get working is the little, the little drop down that's got the cart at the top. It seems to not be showing all of the discount lines on that correctly. So we have been trying to work on that for the past week. But when you get to the checkout and the full page cart, it does show correctly. And I can't disable that mini cart. So I've put a notice into the FAQ, into the help. So that at least is there if people are asking, wondering why that's not working. So I'm hoping to roll that across tonight, put the existing TN discounts in there. So that will come through. I think Michael has been doing just like custom one-off discount codes in the interim. But I know he was asking me yesterday about it, so I have been trying to get that fixed. So that will hopefully be up tonight. What else? I'm just going to do a really simple Q&A because I have a lot that I need to get done. The TNs, when we release them, we will also be releasing the stickers, some new washi, those charms. So there are a few things, and as you can imagine, there is a lot of work that we need to do in the background to make sure that all happens seamlessly and smoothly. And I can't wait to show off the sticker kits. So they're currently being printed. So if you have any questions, please chuck them into the chat. I'm just going to have a quick read through now. Keep in mind there is a 1 minute delay. Kathleen, for some reason, I cannot see what you're writing. It keeps saying message retracted, so I'm not sure what's going on there. And I did want to say, I can't remember, I had a little note and now I can't remember what it was, because I haven't got it in front of me. Anyway, I'll have to leave that for another day. Just got the books of botanicals. What is the leather heart for? Oh, somebody else's. So it's a little like page marker, so you can use that in your planners or in a book. It literally goes on the top corner of your book or your planner. But I think Leah's answered that, which is great. Leah, yeah, I'm the same. Like, I would love to plan a weekend getaway with this kid. It reminds me very much of pre-kids when we had time to do getaways and things like that. So, hi Dee. Oh, I did want to say, that's what I was going to say. The books and botanicals, they have been landing, and so people have been receiving their kits, and I have to say the amount of, and not just that actually, also the Northern Lights kit, the amount of sharing in our group with what you guys have been creating, I am so impressed by that. Like, the reason why, especially like the books and botanicals, I made a few small little design changes, and I feel like those small changes come from seeing how you use those kits. And I feel like after making those design changes and seeing you use them, it feels like the kit is easier to use. So thank you so much for sharing, because the more that you all share, the more I turn the kit into something which is more usable, more fun to use, and easy to use. So thank you so much for sharing. Make sure to go into the group and share. Ash, I haven't shown the TNs. I was saying that I cannot show them today. I wanted to show them today. I said that last week, but we made the decision to hold them back because we've got a few bits and pieces, or a lot of the matching bits and pieces that are coming in through this week. So we wanted to show them all together next week. Okay. Caroline, are the TNs being released at different times, e.g. books Books and Botanicals and Northern Lights for those who want to grab both. At the moment, the reason why these are my samples, so these aren't final stock. There is a few small changes that I've made on the final stock, which is one of the reasons I would love to show it and take all my photos and do all the videos and everything on the final stock. They are due to come in the next few days. They've been held in customs, which is one of the reasons why we had to hold back from doing the videos today. Because I can show videos on the samples, but if the things that have changed, like if people were expecting that to be like the samples, I want to make sure that the videos and photos that I show are pretty much as close to final as possible. And I can Photoshop them. I have that ability, but it's something that I really don't want to do, because I want to make sure that it is as accurate as possible. That's so the fact that they're still in customs, they're still on their way. That's a big factor in why we don't have them here to show today, because I want to be I want to show you as much as possible what you're going to receive. I hope that makes sense. I didn't get to finish my coffee this morning, people. It was the first day of school. I'm still a bit confuddled. Oh, okay, Kathleen. Okay. Oh, good. I wasn't sure if you were retracting your questions or if it was a YouTube thing that was just hiding them from me. If you did that, that's fine. I was like, what? What is going on? Because I've never seen that happen before. Okay, I can't seem to ask my question correctly. Which is a TN, rings or both? You'll see. I cannot answer that question today, but I will be able to answer it, I believe, next week. That is a good, amazing question. Okay. Hey Kendra, I am new to PA. How do I get codes for the TNs when it is working? Do they come in an email? Okay, so the discount codes for the TNs, the new way it's going to work, once I enable the software, is you won't need a discount code to get your discount. So when you log in, this little pop-up at the bottom, it's not intrusive, it's not one of those like big in your face pop-ups, but it basically says that you get the discount off the TNs. Now the way that works is if you are a current subscriber to our kit, so if you have an active subscription, you get that discount. That is the way our discounts for the TNs work. Because of our subscribers that we're able to do things like TNs and separate washies and things like that. So we want to reward our subscribers, and it's a little way of saying thank you. Now the cool thing is, if you're not a current subscriber but you want to get the discount, because the discount's pretty hefty. Like the discount that we've done on the past TNs was a $30, and I'm talking Australian dollars here, okay? So the discount on the past TNs was $30 Australian. And the basic kit is $44.95 Australian. So basically, if you were to subscribe and get a TN, you're basically really only paying roughly $15 for your first kit. Okay, now maths isn't my strong point, but I'm sure that works. I just make things look pretty. Math is not my thing, but I'm sure that's how it works. Okay, can you guys hear me? Yeah, I know. I've just unmuted. Okay. Okay. So, okay, I've put my sound back on. I was chatting to Michael, which is why I muted, because I freaked out. Okay, so what happened, sorry, I got a phone call, and the software that runs my lives has to be run on a Apple device, so it basically knocked me out of the live. And I'm not sure how this will save, if it's going to save the whole live or whatnot. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm so sorry. I obviously forgot to put Do Not Disturb on, but it came through as a private number. I get a lot of telemarketers and things like that. I just hope it wasn't about one of my shipments. Okay, so talk about technical issues today. Okay, now where was I? Okay, questions. Okay, so I think I was answering if they're being released. So Caroline's question, if the TNs are being released apart from each other at the same time. We're waiting. I believe our suppliers were sending us the Northern Lights first, and then the Books and Botanicals. But they're sending a lot more than I thought, so it is possible that they are arriving at the same time. I honestly, I am waiting on, I've got to wait for customs to clear it, which means like we've got to pay customs and it's got to go through the whole clearance and all that sort of stuff. So once that all happens, and then it's got to be delivered. So once that all happens, I'll be able to answer some more questions about it. So what are those in the background next to? So this is Bluey's Creations. By the way, I've been following you. You're doing really good, girl. Oh, sorry. Here you go. Yep. You're doing really good. Sorry. That was a bit of a slip. TNs. Hobonichi. Yes, the reason... okay, so... Endless Possibilities. I can't show them yet because as... who said that? As Luscious Label, so Denise has said, sometimes samples differ a lot in the samples compared to the final product. So we need to get them in, we QA them first, which is the other reason why we don't like to sell off pre-orders, because things can change, things can go wrong. The last thing we want to do is disappoint people. I would rather hold back a preview for 2 weeks than disappoint everybody when they purchase something and it's completely different. So that's a decision that we've made internally. Yes, it might be a little bit frustrating today, but we want to make sure that we are giving you the most accurate representation of the product that you're going to be receiving. Okay. So and as everybody's saying, it will be worth the wait. It's going to be amazing. There's a lot of little bits and pieces in there. Okay, if there's any more questions, please let me know. Thank you all for, if I forget to say this, thank you all for bearing with me with all the technical issues this morning. First the going live and then the phone call in the middle. Oh, just in case I get cut off again, I did want to say that just in terms of Go Wild, because things are getting a little bit exciting in the Go Wild group now that has opened. We will be doing merch this year for Go Wild. We are buying a merch license. We didn't do that last year. I cannot wait to share with you what we have coming for Wild. It will be limited stock because, to be honest, it's our first year doing Wild merch. We didn't know, how many to order and how many to create. So it will be limited stock. But yes, we just wanted to let you know that is coming, because I know people are so excited about Wild, like I am myself, and you feel like you've got that hole burning in your pocket and you just want the merch, which I can completely understand because I am the same. so I just wanted to let you know that yes, we are working on something. It will be totally our style, totally in line with what we do. But it's gonna be bright and colourful and fun and very much that Go Wild feeling. Okay. Okay, so Blue's Creations, thanks for I'm so sorry for the slip. I am trying to do better with my, I say guys a lot, I say dude a lot, I say girls a lot. It's something I'm trying to improve on and not say, but when I do get excited or when I've got my mind elsewhere, it's something that does slip out, because those to me, like especially dude and guy and non-gender specific, but I know some people, especially in different parts of the world, see them as gender specific. So it is something I have been very much working on. I know not everybody likes the term girl. I see myself as a planner girl, but not everybody that represents everybody. So I am working on that. So I apologize for that slip before. I am trying. I do try. I'm trying to do better. Okay. I have the Northern Lake Effect planner. I have the Northern Lights sticker book on a string in my TN. It's my favorite bonus item ever. I did the same thing. Okay. This is how you know I'm a planner girl, because I get excited about this stuff. When all my stock arrives, it is like Christmas here. I did the same. When I worked out I could put it on the string, it's basically the same size as my inserts. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, Michael, look at this. And he's like, yep. I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's really exciting. So, and I also love what Itsy Crafty did, Karen. So she turned hers into a planner by using the plastic sleeves and putting the booklets, like the cover, the front and back, into that. And I thought, man, that is a really good idea. See, I did it again because I'm excited. That is a really good idea. So yeah, really impressed by that. Yeah. Share those things in our group, because that helps me design stuff. And that sticker album was definitely one of our, like, it's every now and again we like to put in a bigger bonus item. It's obviously more expensive because that thing was heavy, and that pushed us, like, the shipping was big. Sorry, Michael. I don't think about these things when I design stuff, and then we find out how much they cost to ship to us and then ship back out, and it was expensive. But I hope you all love it, because it was brilliant, and I may have snagged a couple for myself. Okay. Vineyard additional sticker kit. Yes, Karen, I think you may not have been here. I mentioned that at the start that I've just asked Michael to do a cheese platter today so that I can photograph that and share that as soon as possible. It is, I want to say, 17 pages this month. But it's beautiful. It runs along with obviously the same style of the kit. Really pretty. Okay. Bluey Creations, no offense taken, I am completely the same when it comes to getting too excited. Awesome. Caroline, I have a transgender child and still refer to her and her brother as you boys, mainly when talking about younger years. We have a transgender appreciation jar for slip-ups. That's a good idea. And go you for being awesome, mama. Next kit. So Alexandra's just asked what the next kit is. So I show the first preview for the next kit after the first. Oh my goodness, next week is going to be a huge live. Next week is going to be a huge live because I'm going to do the TNs. I'm going to announce the next kit. Woo! Tune in next week. And I don't know when they're releasing the merch licenses for Go Wild. If they've released by next week, next Monday, then I'll have to show that too. But I think I read in the group today that they're getting the merch licenses ready for next week, so maybe it might be in the week afters. Okay, Will we be able to purchase the Go Wild items if we're not attending? Yes. Yeah, I can't, there's no way possibly for me to restrict that, and nor would I want to. So yes, you can purchase those if you're not going. When I was designing them, I thought, oh my gosh, are people going to want these? Especially if you're not attending the conference, because some of the things in them are very conference or Go Wild, not necessarily like the conference, but very like PGW specific. And then when the bits and pieces are arriving, and as I continue to design, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite. So I'm not going to restrict it. I will do a notice up of when everything's going to go live in the group. So keep an eye out on social media and your email addresses. So if you're not already in the mailing group, the marketing emails, go onto our website on the front page at the bottom. Make sure you put your email into that, because that links into our MailChimp, which is where we do our big announcements through. Which, speaking of, I need to do one for Vineyard. So many things to do, people. Need a planner to organise these things. Okay. I can't show you the next kit today because I literally don't have, I put the screens up on my little iPad thing. I don't have one ready for it. Usually I'm running around like a headless chook prepping all that. I guess I could tell you. Okay, the kit after, so I can tell you about it. It's pretty. I just can't show you. So I don't know if that helps. But yes, okay, let me talk to you about it. So the kit after is called Rainy Days. It's very much inspired by so it's got like cute little umbrellas, and it's similar colours to what was the kit called? Main Street, which is perfect for rainy days. It's a really, really sweet kit. It's a little bit playful. It's a little bit floral. It's a lot of fun. So that's all you get today. Next week, you'll get an official art preview. And that was more than you were supposed to get today. I've told you people always get more out of me on my lives. Okay, yes, okay. The Super Bowl. Hubby said to me, next week, you're going to be live during the Super Bowl. So just letting you know. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, so I'm going to have the... Hubby loves American football. He gets a subscription so he can actually watch it in Australia. He's done that for years. He used to, in his old job, book out the boardrooms. I think I'm going to get in trouble for telling you this. He used to book out the boardrooms so that he could work in the boardroom and watch the TV during Super Bowl day. And he would invite people in based on if they wanted to watch the Super Bowl as well. Sports aren't really my thing, but he loves it. So next week, he's just, I don't know, going to have to wear headphones, which is not going to work because he gets really noisy if his team's winning. So I need to apologise in advance. I'll have to make sure I put music in the background of my videos so that I can mute. So you guys, or like talking, I can talk about it in the, like pre-record the talking. So that way you guys can actually hear the features as opposed to him getting all excited or getting all sad that his team is winning or losing. So just a pre-warning. Yes, the Super Bowl. But thank you all for still saying that you're going to join me. Because that is awesome. I think that's pretty much it. It doesn't matter if Super Bowl, I will be here. Woohoo. I'm very excited. And I mean, the other thing is too, we're on YouTube, so you can watch it after. I don't know if today's is going to record properly because I had that phone call in the middle and I had the issue at the beginning. If you're going to be able to watch it after, hopefully it still works. Is his team playing though? Delay a day again. Ooh. Would you all rather I did it on the Tuesday next? Maybe I'll put a poll in the group. See if we want to delay a day. Like do it on the Tuesday again. Next Tuesday I promise to be a little bit more organized. Today was back to school and a little bit difficult for me. I might do a poll in the group and you can let me know if you want to do it on the Monday or the Tuesday. That's a good idea, Dawn. Yeah, because next week I think is going to be a big one. So maybe I delay for the Super Bowl. We used to have this thing. So I used to work in video games years ago. And we used to have, so when everybody would go across for E3, which is kind of like, it's a big convention slash, almost like Go Wild, but in video games world. We used to have the E3 losers party, so the people who couldn't go to E3 stayed back and we had our own thing. If I do on the Monday, maybe it could be the Super Bowl losers party. No, that doesn't work. That sounds wrong. Okay, I'm going off on tangents now. Anyway, okay, a few people are saying, look, come into the group. I will do a poll on what day. Because that extra day is sort of, doing it on the Tuesday helps me, but I know that if I do it on the Monday morning, then I'm catching the USA and that sort of part of the world on Sunday night, which I might have a little bit more time than the Monday night. Anyway, I'll work it out. And either way, I will work out some, like, the feed will stay up. So if we do decide to do it on the Monday morning / Sunday night, you can always watch it after. Anywho, I'm going to go because now I feel like I am babbling. I think I covered everything that I needed to cover. Once again, I'm so sorry for not having the previews in today. I put that up so that it would answer a few questions, but I do want to make sure that we have the most accurate representation of the product to show you, as well as all the little bits and pieces. So tune in next week. Next week will be massive. I'll put a poll up, and then once the poll, I might do the poll for like 24 hours or something like that. And then once we've decided on Monday or Tuesday, I'll put up a timer. I'll put up the live thing so you can set the reminders on YouTube. And then I'll go on to Insta Stories and do a countdown thing. Really professional. Okay, anywho, thank you all. Oh, yes, okay, I just wanted to be able to comment 1,000 exclamation points and emojis during the live. And you know what? I love seeing the comments. And if more people are going to be able to see the live on the Tuesday, as opposed to the Monday, I'll definitely move it. Because I would rather, like, I get to see and answer questions, and I feel like there's going to be questions. And I get to see your excitement as well, and that's something that I definitely feed off when I'm designing. I'll try to do the poll in the next few hours in the group, because I have a few things I need to chat to my printer about first. Anywho, I'm going to go, so that way I can actually get to do stuff and do the poll. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me and through my babble, because I feel like I babbled a lot today. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful week. Give your loved ones a hug. And I will see you all in the group through the week and on Instagram for the new previews, and here live next week for an amazing week. See you all later. Bye. Oh, okay. This is not working. I need a bloopers reel.